Hey guys, it's Adam. So to tell you a little bit about my book, I luckily had the chance to read The Last Voyage of Columbus. It was written by Martin Dugard. It was published in 2005. I do not have the physical copy with me, but I published the ebook, the Kindle version, on Amazon. It is the full book. I read this entire book cover to cover, every word, every page. Uh, just to summarize this book a little bit, this book is about Christopher Columbus' final voyage. Of course, it was his fourth voyage, traveling for Spain to find the New World, trying to find a quicker route to uh, Asia, pretty much so China, India, and Japan, to bring back sources of gold and spices and riches, everything that the European colonies were really craving over at this time, and they didn't have a quick way of accessing it besides land, which took quite a while. Um, the best thing I could say, just to also summarize this, is just this his voyage. If you don't know much about it, it did not go as planned. It was a complete disaster for him, and he came back and thought himself of a failure. But to tell you the pros and cons of this book, let me just start off by saying that this book is one of the first books I've read. I don't want to say this year, but in the past 2 years that I could not put down. This book has everything that kept me engaged. It had love, dreams, hope. You know, a man trying to build his reputation back. It had civil war, battles, natural disasters, starvation, shipwrecks. If I said that already, I'm not sure. It had everything. It was a story that was just beautifully written, and every time it was very informative, but it was very quickly to change just how crazy this voyage was really went. The cons that I would have to say, it's not necessarily a con to everybody, but for me, is there was some vocabulary, especially at the beginning, that I did not know or was aware of. Luckily, I had the ebook version, so I could just click on that word, and the definition would pop up super quick, and I could relate it back to the story and make it all make sense. But also, the beginning of the book had a lot of names that I was unfamiliar with. A lot of them were, Spanish and French names, and it went crazy back and forth, jumping paragraph to paragraph, and I just had to keep going back a little bit at the beginning just to reread and be like, is this the same person we're talking about? Because they'll say the full name and then shorten it just to their last name, and it was a lot of information all at once at the beginning. But once you get a quarter way through, you're hooked. You are hooked to this book and the story, and just this voyage and disaster of a trip that this guy went on. We all know Christopher Columbus, but this book is also going to make you think of and form your own opinion of the man. I know it definitely did me. He was great and terrible at the same time. But I won't give away too much information. You might just have to read that part for yourself. So the lesson plan that I actually built this around, it was for the fifth grade. It's actually standard 5 in the Alabama course of studies. And it is to explain the early colonization of North America and the reasons for settlement in the North, Middle, and Southern colonies. Now, even though Christopher Columbus never stood in the United States that we are aware of, he definitely did visit some of the lower countries of North America. So one thing that my lesson plan is built around is the geographic features, landforms, and the different colonies, and especially around the Panama area. Not the colonies that he necessarily discovered, but the ones that were native to when he visited. I just think this is just a fun and cultural lesson that's that's very, for me, and especially after reading the book, just very like I'm all about. So hopefully the students will be as well. But you could really go anywhere with this, theme of especially earlier colonization. Everything from the Mediterranean beginning of the book just to uh, places like the Dominican Republic, Jamaica, which is where he was shipwrecked. It's just anything landform of where he visited, you go. But the big thing is just how much difference in the subjects you can cover with this theme is just unreal. So you could always just have fun with it. But if there's any questions or anything you guys would like to know about the book, please let me know. I am eager to talk to anybody that has read it. So yeah, that's just telling you how exciting this book is. Thank you guys for watching.